Alam mo, Chas, sa ganda ng Pilipinas, hindi mo na to kailangan i-promote. Kahit sino, tsak na may in love sa ganda ng mga tanawin.
Oo nga, pero paano naman those other people who haven't realized yet kung gaano kaganda ang ating bansa, diba? Tulad na lang ng mga foreigners,
Aba, oo nga no, yung mga foreigners na yan, importante yan para sa ekonomiya natin.
Tama. I believe when you say that, Iko.
Pero, alam mo, kung nandun sila sa ibang bansa, paano nila makikita yung ganda ng bansa natin? Ikaw i-promote kaya natin?
Pwede, pero Iko naman, ilang milyon ba naman yung mga tao sa iba't ibang bansa, diba? Paano mo papamalita yun sa lahat ng tao?
Bakit? Meron naman text or email.
Pwede, pero ilang % lang yun. Paano yung iba?
Medical tourism is essentially people coming to the Philippines for medical treatment. These are people who want to have cataract operation, heart bypass, and dental work done on them from other countries because they find it expensive in their country.
Hello, honey.
Hi, honey. Kamusta ka na dyan?
Okay lang ako dito. Naghahanda na ako para sa operasyon.
Oh, sure ka na dyan mo gagawin yung operation mo?
Ay, honey, desidido na ako kasi maganda yung medical packages nila dito.
Huh? What package?
Yung medical package nila, merong kasamang spa service pagkatapos ng operasyon. Tapos, meron pang romantic dinner na pwede natin pagsaluhan.
May dinner din.
Kasi, pwede ka rin mag-fly in dito sa Manila.
You mean to say kasama ako? Package for two to?
Oo, at ipapakilala ko sa'yo lahat ng mga doktor na nag-aalaga sa akin. Kasi lahat sila dito professional. At syempre, dahil Pilipino tayo, alagang Pilipino rin yung ibinibigay nila.
O sige, I'll be there, okay? Take care, mag-ingat ka. Can't wait to see you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye, honey.
Bye-bye.
Let me say also in the same breath, expensiveness in another country is not fixed, it's relative. Kasi kapag meron ka medical insurance, kahit nasa abroad ka, hindi na mahal kasi magbabayad insurance. So in a certain way, ang market ng medical tourism dito ay yung walang mga medical insurance. Or these are people who have medical insurance but does not cover the procedure they want to be done.
In the late 90s, the term medical tourism came into use. It started in the Far East where hospitals targeted the international market for medical services. So, ang ibig sabihin ba neto is that kailangan malaki ang budget mo para maging medical tourist?
That was before. The medical tourism traffic now runs both ways as advancements in medical care have spread.
If we're able to package it correctly, then we will not lose all these good doctors and nurses to those countries. Because then you could now come up with something that can give better pay, better income, better entrepreneurial, what we call entrepreneurial rewards than just going abroad.
That's good news para sa ating mga entrepreneurs.
Kinumpute nila ano ang result computation nila. Nakabisita na ako sa Pilipinas, nakapag-opera na ako, at ang gastos ko mas mura pa kaysa sa nasa Amerika ako.
Honey, so, kamusta naman ang naging proseso ng operation mo?
Well, smooth naman ang operation ko doon sa kanila kasi napaka-professional ng mga doktor. At araw-gabi, inaalagaan nila ako. Lalo na pag namimiss kita. Honey, masaya ka ba sa ginawa ko?
Honey, with the food, sa presyo ng ating medical package, I'm very happy. Honey, kain na.
Sige.
Kain na.
Sige. Ay, to the left, to the left. To the right.
Honey, okay ka lang?
Nagiging popular na ang Philippines for medical tourism at matagal na rin tayong kilala as a tourist destination. Another door for business opens for us.
Ano nga bang door of opportunity ang bumukas?
May medical tourism na tayo, diba? Well, foreign retirement housing naman ang kusunod.
Ay, ang sarap magpamasahe.
Ano? Refreshing, relaxing.
Alam mo, Chal, mapunta tayo sa foreign retirement housing. Feeling ko malaki ang may contribute niyan para sa ekonomiya natin. Pero parang malaki rin ang capital na kinakailangan para sa business na yan.
Well, actually, Iko, along with our neighbors Malaysia and Thailand, we've actually really worked on our communications, infrastructure, and even our service delivery systems that are geared to meet the needs of our foreign retirees.
Better yet, unlike most European countries and South America, almost every Filipino knows how to speak English.
Ako, I couldn't agree more. Alam mo, Iko, yan yung advantage natin from other non-English-speaking countries.
At mas mababa pa ang cost of living dito sa bansa natin as compared to other countries.
For some, retiring in another country is an option, and this has been successful in countries like Spain, Portugal, Mexico, and even Puerto Rico. These are just some of the destinations that are more popular.
Pero dahil sa tropical climate natin, the Philippines is fast becoming a retirement haven among foreigners tulad na lamang ng mga Americans and Australians at lalong-lalo na mga Japanese, Koreans, and Northern Europeans.
How does it actually feel to triple your income, diba, from what you're currently earning? Yung feeling na to make that million peso mark, diba, parang goosebumps na yon.
Posible kayang labanan ang agos ng paghamon.
She's the eldest of 12 children born from parents who rose from poverty through sheer hard work. Even as they could already afford to enjoy some luxuries, she grew up nourished with values and respect for hard-earned cash rather than pampered with fleeting delight provided by material stuff. She was born and raised to become a spirited and aggressive entrepreneur, never growing tired of exploring all possibilities to expand the realms of her business.
Dito tayo ngayon sa Calio Spa and I'm with the owner, si Evangeline Garcia, fondly known to everyone in Antipolo as Ate Heli. Hi Ate Heli, kumusta?
I'm fine and so happy that you are here.
Yung time po na nag-start kayo magnegosyo, dahil po saan yun? Ba't kayo napapasok sa negosyo na?
Kasi kulang allowance ko.
So kwento niyo sa amin paano ka nag-start na negosyo kahit na walang kapital?
Kasi may kapitbahay ako na nagbabaklaran, nagtitinda siya ng mga pants na steer-ups. At tapos sweatshirts ang style ba niya ng pangitaas. Eh yung aming sorority sa college, sabi niya, oy, kailangan namin yan. Mag-cheering squad kami. At saka uniform ng aming sorority, baka naman pwede mong bentang kami ng hulugan. O sige, hulugan.
Paano po niyo naput up tong spa na to?
Because ako every week, stress ako. I am handling 5 businesses. I go to Metro Manila Spas pagdating ng 7 o'clock. And then have a massage and then come back home. Pagdating ko sa bahay, may ginagawa pa akong mga recordings and everything. I'm so stressed. Kaya sabi ko, rather than going to the spas, I will put up my own spa. Bago ako mag-retire, ginawa ko na yung plano. Bago ako mag-retire, ginagawa na yung spa.
Okay.
So at the time of my retirement, the spa is ready. But it is only for myself. That's why the spa is so small. 4 na kama lang. 4, pero may kumpleto siya sa facilities. Meron siyang steam room, sauna, jacuzzi, and everything is first class.
So, nung time na yun went from private, when did you decide to make it open to the public?
Well, because lumalaki yung gastos ko. Malakas ang aking chlorine. Tapos, ang mga anak ko ay nang pumunta dito. Sawan-sawa na raw sila.
So that time, nung doon yun na-decide na, sige, o-open ko na to the public since hindi na siya na-maximize.
Oo. I maximize everything. Wala akong tinatapon.
Like they say, di ba, some people's junk are other people's treasures.
Yes.
So I'm sure that's part of your parang mantra in life.
Yes.
Tingin ba nyo ngayon hindi na pwede magnegosyo ng walang puhunan?
Well, I think you should have a good name.
Yun ang puhunan nyo.
Oo.
So when you say puhunan, it doesn't mean cash.
Pera.
Oo.
No.
Ano tingin nyo? Anong pinakagusto nyong part about being an entrepreneur?
Well, being